So today's project is we're going to put an air ride cab mounts on the 4500 to try to make it ride a little better. It's the frame is a ladder frame like an 18-wheeler. It's got leaf sprung suspension, so it doesn't ride very smooth at all. So we bought this air ride cab from Monroe. So there's the cab mount brackets. We'll replace the stock biscuits with those airbags. It's got a proportion valve on it, and we've got onboard air, so we're just going to tie into that. They have a kit that adds a compressor to it if you don't have the onboard air. So we'll get in here and get started tearing it out and see where to go. All right, I showed you what I was putting on. I'll show you what I took off. There's the stock cab mounts, and these are the little biscuits it was riding on. And these were the hook bolts that I had to burn out. So got those off, and there's the airbags. Got it all nice and fluffy. We'll see how it rides. All right, so showing you the kit that's installed. So there's the new bracket that I put on. The 6 bolts that hold it to the frame. There's the airbag, and there's the new top mount. Pretty easy to locate, pretty straightforward. Didn't do much of the installation because there was a lot of swearing and awkward positions. You can see the little rod that goes to the cab, and basically that's attached to a proportion valve that regulates the height of the cab. So I'll swing in there and get a little better shot at it in a second. So there's the proportion valve with the arm. It's attached to that linkage. It goes up to the bottom of the cab, and it regulates the height. It goes over to the... I had factory air on this truck, so I just tapped into the main tank. So that's a little check valve right there, a little deal to keep it from bleeding off if the air goes down in the truck. It'll maintain a little bit of the correct pressure. There's the valve again. Little bleeder. It's kind of cute. It sits here and spews off excess air when I get out of it. So I have enough body mass to affect the ride height on it. There's the valve that I added to do a quick connect for the air, so if I have to air a tire up or something like that, I've got it. But so it's the check valve, the brackets, put the bags in. The proportion valve is basically the gist of this kit. So again, there's the bracket. The hardest thing I encountered is the factory brackets had something called hook bolts on the bottom 2 holes of the factory bracket. I had to cut them off with a torch, with a plasma cutter, and I had to have help securing these 6 bolts on each side because I couldn't hold the back side of them with a wrench and put an impact on the front side of them. So I got Kevin to come over and help me do that. But 1/4-inch air line didn't come included, but I had some where I was going to put an air horn on the truck. So I just used it, and then the little shielding, I picked it up Sunday after church. That kit again was from Monroe Truck Bodies. I'll get the name right later. And so I also added a grill guard for the front of it. This is from Go Industries. It's a pretty heavy duty little dude. Got a place for a winch, might add a winch at some point. The challenge for these are that you have to be able to fold that thing out of the way to raise the hood, because the hood tilts forward. And so it has brackets and attachments here that allow it to fold over to come in contact to utilize the hood opening. So again, it's Go Industries. It's about the only game in town on that. They saw one on a brush truck from the fire department, and that's what led me to find that little gem. But really like it. Sets off the front end of the truck very nicely, I think. So.
Okay, we are on the maiden voyage of the truck and the new, what are they called?
Monroe cab airbags.
Monroe cab airbags. So this truck rode like a dump truck with a heavy load. I can't even describe. There's no way I could video in this truck before. There's no way. The camera would be going crazy. I couldn't hold it. And so Pa spent the last 2 days installing these behind the cab, like
Airbag cab mounts.
Airbag cab mounts, like they're at our hip if you're sitting in the cab of the truck. And I'm here to testify. What were you gonna say?
It's not circumcising the baby in the back seat smooth, but it's considerably smooth.
But it is when you hit a bump, and like we're on the road, we're on the interstate right now, and we'll be on the back road here in a few minutes, and this has never been a smooth ride, but it is timed. It is a smooth ride. When you hit a bump, it doesn't jar your teeth out anymore. Now, I mean, you still know you hit a bump. Yeah. You still have a truck ride, because you're in a flatbed. So you're gonna have a bump. But my head's not hitting the ceiling, and my teeth are not jarring on everything we hit, right?
Yeah.
So far we both approve. What are they now? Tell them again.
It's Monroe air ride cab kit at Monroe Industries. I'll put a link in the.
I'll put a link in the description box, so you guys might know where to get them, and the video footage will give you a slight rundown. The kit came with everything that you needed, right?
Yeah, I purchased the kit that had the original equipment air, because this truck's got a onboard air compressor from the factory. Some of the Monroe kits, they've got them for crew cabs. If you got a crew cab, they got single cab. They got kits that have a air compressor to install in case you don't have onboard air on it. And very knowledgeable staff, very helpful staff. When I was inquiring about this and getting ready, they sent me the installation instructions to kind of look over to see if it was in my wheelhouse to do. They also offer installations. They've got I think also got a location in Louisville, Kentucky.
So there you go. Like I said, we'll put a link in the description box so you can go check them out. And if you've got a rough riding truck, you need these, because I can't even describe the difference. Like I said, there's no way I could video with this truck moving. No way. So this should give you an idea of how much better it is. Anyway, thank you for watching Life on Helton Creek. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, share with your friends, and all the things. Thanks, y'all. Be blessed. And remember, you're never alone. I hope that's showing up on there, because that is a daylight and dark difference. I don't know if it's going to show up on the video, but this is the headache rack on the back of the truck. And if it shows up, you can see it shaking on these bumps we're hitting. And that is the difference between airbags and no airbags.
Yeah, we used to be bumping right along with it.
That's how we used to ride. But now we ride smooth.